If we go and support this deal, my honest belief is it's going to ruin farming and jobs in this country. What do you think, if this deal going through, what will be the consequences for farming in our country?
For starters, for me, the consequences will be an undermining of the viability of particularly the beef sector, but it kicks into the dairy sector as well, because without a viable beef sector, you don't have a dairy sector. Dairy bred calves have to be reared and finished as beef animals, so and it'll affect the tillage sector as well. We have the knock-on impact on poultry. I mean, you're talking about millions, the equivalent of millions of chickens been imported here in the form of generally mainly breast meat coming in. These deals are done in a way that's going to provide cheap food for the consumers, but with a flagrant disregard to the standards to which it's produced, and it's not good enough.
Where the market gets undermined first here is in food service, where labelling is not as transparent as that, and certainly when you travel across the EU 27 it gets less and less transparent as you go in food service. So people can bring that meat in there straight away, the steak cuts, the valuable cuts. This deal is done, calculated the 99,000 tonnes and what's called a carcass weight equivalent. So you can bring in the equivalent of those carcass in whatever form of meat you want. And that's where the Mercosur countries will target the high-end cuts to increase the overall value of their sector. So the reality of it is, in terms of what can be done after this deal, if it's ratified by the member states and it's ratified by the Parliament, you're in deep trouble at that stage. We're going to be doing everything we can in the next number of weeks to block this. But remember, the President of the European Commission is booked on a flight on the 20th of December. That's the timeline. And that's what we have to stop that happening and give a much more time for reflection here and a consideration of what's been found both by Adam, Tomas and Philip, and in that food recall. We can't ignore that, and the Commission are driving for the line now to get this over the line before there's a proper exposition of these issues.